STL TV. I am Jade Harrell, and I had to bring together some gentlemen to hold them to account. Christopher Randall and Mr. Reginald Slaughter had some kind of extravagant affair that for some reason I was not on the guest list or knew anything about. So I demanded that they come here to share about the great work that they are up to. Gentlemen, thank you for joining us. So tell me what this soiree was and what you were up to and what I missed.
Well, first off, thanks for having us on the show.
Sure.
And last night we had 21C Museum Hotel St. Louis. We hosted Father Family Support Center down at the property, and we hosted a cocktail hour in their honor. It was called Mistletoe Mixology, and it was a great event. We raised some good funds for this amazing organization, which is our nonprofit organization of the month.
Yes. Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. And we had a good time.
Sure. We had a good time. Well, if you were going to choose someone, who better to choose than the Father and Family Support Center?
Absolutely.
But you got to take me back to this 21C Museum Hotels.
Yes.
That's a lot going on.
Ain't
and you throw events, have gatherings in honor and to raise funds for the nonprofits that are doing the great work on the ground. So let's start with, what is 21C? Chris?
So 21C Museum Hotels is our contemporary art museums with a hotel. Along with a hotel, we have an amazing restaurant called Idlewolf. It's not a chain or anything. It was developed specifically for this property, specifically for St. Louis, and it is a Spanish restaurant and is led by our executive chef, Matt Daudet, which is just a St. Louis talent when it comes to food. We have our building used to be it is set inside of the former regional YMCA for downtown at 1528 Locust. And so as you visit the property, there's still the historical markers all over the building, not just externally, but internally as well. And we've transitioned the gym space into this beautiful museum space. We still have the original markings from on the floor, but including all of that, we have an amazing fitness facility downstairs, top of the line, gym equipment, and we have the original pool, and that is called the Locust Street Athletic and Swim Club. And you can come down, get a membership.
I love to swim.
Yeah. So it's not just for hotel guests.
See, this is where I'm getting confused, because when he told me about it after the event, I'm thinking, oh, it's such a wonderful museum. And then he says, well, we enjoyed cocktails at the bar. And I'm like, that's great. And he says, it was a fundraiser. Yeah. And then we can go upstairs to the hotel. And now you're saying workout, swim, and impact is what I use.
Absolutely.
That's a lot going on.
Yeah.
You're humble to just say property. How does this all come together for your property and or organization that intersects and brings all of these things together?
So 21C Museum Hotels is always, it's been around since 2006. We're the 8th property that is open. We just opened back on August 8th here in St. Louis. And 21C has always been focused on community. The art, it's a contemporary art museum, so it's art that speaks to the modern time. And it speaks to the most important things that's going on in the world. And so you see a lot of representations from a lot of cultures, including African-American culture and worldwide African diaspora, that this art reflects all of these very black faces, not just in St. Louis, but in the entire 21C collection.
What does the 21C stand for? I'm thinking community. Contemporary art.
You would think so, right?
Right.
So it represents 21st century, which is like that contemporary art, that modern art.
Yeah.
But it doesn't represent. It's just that the name is just 21C, but it represents 21st century.
So the Father and Family Support Center. See, I'm stuck in our history, which we have many, many years, and I'm a fan of the organization.
Likewise.
You say they are the recipients of
the nonprofit of the month.
Work of the month?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So, like I said, 21C has always been focused on community, but with this property, we have taken a very intentional approach to insert 21C into the St. Louis community. That was the creation of this role. So there's no other directors of community impact in any other 21C. Oh. We're the only one, and we're also the only 21C in the chain that has this specific mission of making a community and social impact with our property. I lead all that impact strategy here at this hotel, and we have set out this nonprofit of the month program where we're celebrating these organizations which change monthly. These organizations are set within the spaces of focusing on youth engagement and in matters of racial and socioeconomic equity, and Father Family Support Center obviously falls into that space. Yeah. And so we've been celebrating them from December 1st through the end of the month. And we celebrate them through sales in our coffee house, Good Press. Iced coffee donations are made to this organization. Yes. The penguin that we sell, that you referred to, we sell those in our gift shop, and that goes to Father Family Support. Yes. And then gym memberships, sorbets, and the Idle Wolf, it all goes back to support. And then we also celebrate them with a evening event, which what we held yesterday, the cocktail hour, and then we'll be celebrating them next Wednesday for our coffee talk.
Oh my. Yes. And you would have thought all these years you've been working, and is anybody seeing and understanding what it takes to do what you do? What was it like to connect with this organization and know that they set some time out, put their dollars where their words were, and back that up in support of you?
Well, it was wonderful. First of all, I want to thank 21C for even considering Fathers and Family Support Center. What we do in the community is to try to get a return on investment for the whole community as to putting fathers back in the lives of their children, helping them become more productive in the lives of their children and in the community. 21C has opened their doors to let us come in and network with them. And also, a couple of our past graduates even work there for the 21C.
Pretty nice.
And they have exempt what it is for a community to be community.
Yeah.
You know, so you have to reach back, you have to network with your neighbors in the community, and they sit right across the street from us.
You can't beat that.
Yeah, that was a blessing.
That was an easy grab right there, Chris.
Just walk across the street.
Right.
Yes.
I wonder who we'll work with.
Yes.
So, Reginald, let's talk about then what you will do. This little spark and acknowledgement and support, what are your goals and plans moving forward? I've been hearing the impact that you all have made. How will you be amplifying that in the year to come?
The year to come, what we'll do is kind of like do some in-services over there with 21C. They have a beautiful space that we can use. He failed to mention that they have ways that we can use these art rooms, and they have the chalkboards there already. They have the spaces.
Yeah.
We can set up and do some magnificent trainings there. It's just based upon how we have took to the community and how they have took to us, based upon what we have been doing for years as to trying to help dads make a difference here in the city of St. Louis. And it's a wonderful thing to know that people will come into the city and find our organization and for the work that we have been doing for 25 years here in the community, just to try to make St. Louis a little bit more safer and stable for fathers and children. We have impacted over 20,000 fathers and served 50,000 children, and we put 1.5 back into the community, 1.5 million back into the community for that's paying child support and going back into the state for all the men that we have worked with.
This couldn't have been a better pairing, except for the absence of your favorite host.
You're always invited.
But I wasn't going to miss an opportunity to circle back. Give a quick call to action. So who needs to be meeting with you, and who should we be sending this out to?
Well, first and foremost, we have an art museum that's open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365, and it's free to the public. Perfect. So the space is meant for all to come down and enjoy We're looking forward to having you down at the property, and we look forward to working with other organizations just like Father Family Support.
Absolutely love it. You can find out more about this wonderland of a place, the 21cmuseuምhotels.com/St. Louis, and the FatherSupportCenter.org for more information of Father and Family Support Center. You can learn more and connect with them online and social media at Fathers Families Support Center. Gentlemen, thank you both for sharing this good news.
Thank you, Jay.
And for making sure that we are continuing to do the work that is necessary to make St. Louis a better place.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And for STL TV, I'm Jade Harrell. Be sure you follow us online at stltv.net and on all social media at STLTV. Experience St. Louis.